Hi there, I'm Ross Minton. This is Grow Your Own Life. And for those of you that don't normally watch my videos, you probably think, wow, he's got an incredibly sexy voice. And for those of you that normally watch my videos, you'll know that I've got a sore throat and I don't normally sound this sexy. But the cold that I've had over Christmas has made me sound like Barry White, baby. Oh yeah. Smooth as silk, baby. Anyway, without further ado, I'll get to it. So, after Christmas, my daughter, Esme, you've probably seen on my videos before, she decided she wanted to go vegan for a week. So we've decided in our household that for the next week, we will go vegan. And we had our shopping delivered today from a well-known supermarket. And we didn't have any meat products in there at all. And so we're going to give it a whirl. I've done veggie and vegan meals on and off all the time because I strongly believe that people should eat less meat. Yes, I'm not a vegan, I'm not a veggie. You'll know from my allotment I keep chickens. I eat meat, I love meat, I think meat's amazing, and I'm not going to change my view on that and get into a whole video on this, but put it this way, I believe in ethical farming. I know some vegans will say that's not a thing, but it is. I just believe that we should go back to a culture like we did before the 1940s and 50s when industrial farming came in, where meat should be a once or twice a week treat and meat shouldn't be an every meal necessity. So for the next week we're gonna give vegetarian and veganism a go. My daughter seems to love it so far. We've had a few days over Christmas where we've had vegan meals and veggie meals, and it's fine, it's perfectly fine. And I'm a massive meat eater. I love meat, I love a good sausage, I love a steak nice and rare or blue. Oh, a blue steak baby. Oh, that Barry White voice is coming out. How's your veggie bolognese?
Veggie!
You know it's veggie.
Where's the cheese?
Dissolved. How is your veggie bolognese?
Good.
Is it good? Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi folks, how you doing? So, this is day 2 of eating veggie stuff. I'm not doing it 100% because I'll explain in a minute. I had a sausage sandwich the other day. I wasn't going to waste the sausage sandwiches. Well, I wasn't going to waste the sausages because they were already in the fridge, so I had them. But yeah, hey ho. Anyway, I made spaghetti bolognese the other day. Where is it? There you go. Try not to talk with a mouthful, but it is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You cannot tell that there's no meat in there. It's Asda's bog standard corn mince. It's really tasty. It's really good. I'll just spin the camera around and you can see what it looks like. But basically, it was onions and carrots sweated in a pan till the onions just turned brown. Then put in some corn mince, sweated that down till it was all soft. Then added some passata, which is tomatoes, liquidized tomatoes, basil, garlic, all the stuff you'd put in spaghetti bolognese, the usual stuff. I put a little bit of Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce in there, and I put a little bit of vegetarian gravy granules in there just to give it that meaty hit. It's really good, really simple. It took like 10 minutes, and because it wasn't meat, I didn't have to worry about temperatures and stuff, because it literally, as soon as it was piping hot, it was ready. So it was really cool. Served it with pasta. Daughter loved it. What can I say? So there's another meat-free meal. There's the vegetarian bolognese. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Mmm. Okay. In the whole ethos of eating less meat and stuff, I was doing some research online, and I come across an event in my town called Food Share, and it's not a food bank, it's not anything like that. Basically, they get stuff that supermarkets and bakeries, butchers, whatever else are throwing away, that's going to go to landfill. The companies have to pay for their bins to be emptied, so they don't want to pay, so they're happy to give the food away. Obviously, food waste is a massive issue environmentally and everything else. And I don't want to get this too preachy about environmental stuff, but we all got to kind of do a little bit better. And food waste is a massive one. I mean, I could probably put the stats up here as to how much food we waste in the UK. But yeah, I went to this place today. You make a £1 donation, goes towards their fuel costs and everything else, I think. And they give you food that otherwise today would have gone to the local landfill site. And I'll show you what I got for £1. This is the stuff people are throwing away. And I believe it, they can't actually give it away in food banks and stuff either, because obviously it's past its sell-by date. It's technically it's like not to be sold or this and the other, but we all know, those of us that grow our own food, we know that a cucumber isn't off until a cucumber is off. Cucumbers don't grow with a date stamped on the side of them, pecked in by robins saying this is out of date in 6 weeks. It's just off when it's off. So excuse my kitchen, I've had a quick tidy, as you can probably see, but I was cooking yesterday and yeah, So we have mince pies, all that bag of stuff. I even have donuts from Greg's, sausage rolls. What I will do, I will put it all out on the side and you can see for yourself. So here we go. All this food here, minus the eggs, there are eggs, but all this food here was going to go to the landfill today. And they do a system basically where you go there, you pay £1, and they tell you what you can have. And so I've got, what's that, 2 kg of potatoes, a Swede, some Marks and Spencer's slow gin mince tarts. They look scrummy. Broccoli, a lemon, a pear, even a can of Diet Coke. Now this is all food that nobody wanted that would have gone to waste. A couple of cucumbers, some tomatoes, a sausage roll and a pasty from Greg's, 2 pain of chocolat, big bag of sprouts, and some donuts. It's absolutely crazy. So the first time I've been to one of these events, and I will be going again. One, it's so sad to think that all that food would be thrown away, and we will eat that this week. I mean, just think of the things you can make with that. I mean, salad there straight away. Well, pasty, can of Coke and a pear, that's my dinner today sorted. Chocolate bar for the kids' lunchbox. I mean, donuts and pain of chocolats and everything, they last for a couple of days. It's fine. The Swede, nothing wrong with that Swede. I'd be well happy if I grew that Swede. Hi folks, how you doing? So, just a quick update really. As you see, I have this plaster on my face. Always had a mole on my face, as some of you probably spotted from my videos. And when I started to grow this massive beard for the winter, when I started to trim it down the other week, I noticed that the mole had got absolutely massive. And with being outside in the sun and everything else, obviously you panic a little bit. So I went to the GP. They sent me to a dermatologist that specialises in skin cancers and all that kind of stuff. So I've just gone and they've chopped off my mole. Doctor said that it looks perfectly fine. He says just by looking at it he wouldn't worry about it, but they'll send it off for testing and all that kind of stuff. But just want to say, how cool is the NHS? How cool is the NHS? I'm not exactly flush with cash at the moment, as you all know, and the fact that I can go to my GP for free, GP, general practitioner, doctor, I think you Americans call it like the doctor's office. I can go to the GP for free. He looks at my face and says, yeah, we'll get that seen to. I go and see a specialist dermatologist. In their office, they look at it and say, yeah, we think that's fine, but we'll remove it anyway. They then send me through to another room where I see a plastic surgeon who chops it off, seals it up for me, and I leave today with a plaster on my face and it hasn't cost me a penny. It's just amazing. I don't know how people cope with dealing with medical stuff if you have to pay, there and then. I mean, I don't know what that would cost me to see to see a GP, to see a dermatologist, and then to see a plastic surgeon, then have a minor surgery, I suppose, as you'd call it. That would probably cost like a few £1,000. And yet hasn't cost me a penny, because obviously I paid my national insurance when I'm working, and it's all taken care of and it's all good. and I love it. So, really quick one. I know it's not gardening, metal detecting or fishing related, but if you've got any moles and stuff like that, you know, especially us folk that are outside a lot and we're in the sunshine, go and get them checked. You know, go and get them checked to make sure they're okay. It was completely harmless procedure. It was nothing. I know the doctor said I've got nothing to worry about, but it's better knowing, isn't it, than, you know, sitting there dwelling on the fact. So, hey ho, it is what it is. And although I'm going to have a scar, I'm quite happy that the mole has now gone. Hi folks, how you doing? So I've just been to a food share event. It's a win-win. It's really cool. I think that kind of makes me a freegan. Yeah, I'm not quite jumping into bins yet to find free food, but it's a really cool idea. By the way, if you wonder why I'm doing this really strange angle, it's because I had to have a mole taken off my chin. Everything's good, everything's fine. I'll stick in the video and give you the lowdown, but yeah, so I'm trying not to show you the mole because it's a bit, I've had to put cream on it and it doesn't look great, so hey ho. But we've had quite a bit of rain again. My hole's full, but the chickens look alright, but yeah, it is what it is really. So as you can see, we've had a bit more rain. Chickens are alright, aren't you girlies and boys? That was empty 2 days ago. Now it's full and overflowing again, but it's doing its job because it's keeping the water out of the chicken coop. So here it is, a couple of French sticks, some burger buns, which we'll eat tonight because we've got burgers, sausage roll, cakes, bananas, potatoes, grapefruit, lemons, a turnip, a cabbage and some ice buns. Hee. How good is it, Oliver? Is that good, is it? Is that good? You excited? Yes! You excited? So yeah, there we go. Some more food saved from landfill. Quite looking forward to these potatoes. Look at them. Nice King Edwards, I think. But yeah, probably make a soup, stew. Probably eat those bananas for breakfast in a smoothie. Obviously kids will eat the cake. Got a sausage roll. Not bad, is it? Again, more food saved from landfill. What's this? What is it? What's this? What is it? 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 You like a good carrot, don't you, Oliver? I have to be careful because if he knows where I've grown them in the garden, he has been known to pull the odd one up. Cheeky monkey.